Hi everyone, it's Hat Robin here, and I'm going out with another video. This is the Barioth Lance against the first time here with the Glavenus. I haven't fought Glavenus in a long time, and I've never fought him with a lance, so we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. Always gotta make sure that you stock up and get those stones. It's important for those wall bangs. Ooh. Hi. Yeah, you sharpen your blade too? Wonderful. Let's get that wall bang. Of course we miss. And of course you snap at me. Come on. One more hit, please. Okay, we just barely managed to make the wall bang. It's always important to tenderize. I tend to do that right after I do a wall bang. It's a pretty safe time to tenderize. Gotta shield that. Trying to get a little bit more used to offensive guard. And of course I messed that up and get hit. That's okay. It's been so long since I fought Glavenus, I need to get reacclimated with his weak zones, because I know his weak zones change as he heats up. I was really hoping to cut the tail this hunt, so you'll see me focus a lot on that. And of course I get smacked. And that damn shield spire. Hey! Look at me, I'm learning. I'm spending some time to make sure that I do the clutch claw counter. That's not a bad way to guard that, because I don't see many options. And of course that was a regular guard to see what happened, and it looked like I took more damage. So that's not a good way to do it. He is spamming this move. He's just gonna keep spamming it. And I'm surprised he spams it so much, because I'm pretty sure what happens at that point is the throat gets heated up, but his throat just is not getting heated up. So I don't know what's going on. He's leaving. It's important to sharpen. White sharpness is just so strong over blue sharpness that when you get the chance, always sharpen back to white. Alright, let's get that charge. I see the big cactuar. Maybe we can get some damage with the big cactuar, but first we get a mount. Love a good mount. Any opportunity you can get to get a monster toppled onto the ground, take it. You know? Like, it's not cheating to do that. That's, you know, it's part of the game. If anybody knows about the mounted Punisher for the Lance, if you get more damage by spamming the hit, I'm really trying to get that tail. I'm really hoping to get the tail. I don't know if I'm getting the tail. But yeah, if you do more damage by spamming the button in the mounted finisher, please let me know. I don't think I do, so I'm not. Gotta try and, yeah, I can bait him over to the cactuar. Play around the shield spire. Or I guess the wild spire. Yeah, we got a flinch from it. I was hoping for a topple, but you know, a flinch works. Okay, we broke, but we did not cut the tail. Is it just acidic Glavenus that you can cut the tail on? I could have sworn it was regular Glavenus too. If you know, let me know. back for sharpening. I did not know this, and I didn't notice it happen there, and I figure it out later that his fireballs have a secondary explosion. If you're paying attention, that is also a really good lesson to learn and get into your muscle memory, especially with the intent on fighting Alatreon and Fatalis, because both of them have moves that have delayed explosion effects immediately after, right? Because sometimes, like, monsters like Paragon have that, but it takes a long time and or very specific activation. Same with, like, Basilgeuse. But, like, Glavenus, in this specific moment, he lays down the fireball, and a couple seconds later, a secondary explosion from the fireball happens. And that's pretty unique up until this moment. Trying to close distance, I was so lucky to dodge that I was not even trying to. See, I caught the explosion that time. I figured it out. He is spamming this move so much. I figure I should do some sort of actual counter, especially for how much that he moves away from it. Do the Clutch Claw counter. Of course, it takes a lot of my health. So now I'm at half health, which makes me want to sheath, and of course, sheathing then does that to me. I can't wait for a build to where I can maybe slot in Quick Sheath. That might be nice. A little bit of Quick Sheath in this. Because I know the intention is to never have to sheath the lance. It just happens sometimes, especially with non-perfect play. Like, all the chip damage that you get and stuff like that, like, you're going to lose health, so you're eventually going to need to heal. And especially in not playing multiplayer, and when your Palico isn't set to being a healing Palico, like, yeah, you're going to need to sheath the weapon from time to time. So, this is one of my favorite parts about using the lance. Of course I whip it there. I was really trying to hit that tail. That might be what's making this hunt so difficult, is I'm aiming for the tail when I really should be aiming for the head. I really want to cut the tail off because it's being so annoying. Stay with me. Now, of course, I think this is the last hunt that I'll have to use my Palico with the Shield Spire. And oh man. He's just not giving me an opening. I did not know if he was going to spin. Or if he was going to just sharpen. But apparently that's just a sharpen move. I guess it's the hit by the secondary explosion. If he brings his tail to his mouth from the right side, it's a sharpen. If it's from the left side, it's a spin. Barely got that shield up in time. That was lucky. He's tired. Let's get a wallbang. I'm not learning my lesson. I'm stuck at the tail. I got one break. I think that's all you get with the Glavenus. If it isn't, let me know. But I think it is. I think you only get a break, you don't get a cut. I bet if I spent more time on the head, I would have a better time using shield against Glavenus. I just figured it was going to be the better matchup. See, I don't know what happened there. It seemed like I blocked the second fireball, so I wasn't paying attention to my health, but it looked like that didn't block, but I didn't get the knockback. Does his fireball just not knock back? And then the secondary explosion takes you out? I don't know. It's worth... If you know, let me know. It'll be worth experimenting on later. If nothing else, experiment. Probably in the Guiding Lands. just can't hit the tail. I should stop trying to do a charge jump for the tail, because that's just not happening. I can't let it go. I cannot let it go in this hunt. Let it go! That was a good one. I'm so lucky my cat actually did that. Go for the head! Go for the head! That's where you're supposed to be, Lance. That's your job. Well, at least we got it paralyzed right at the end of that topple. That's really nice. Of course, I'm not maximizing it. But that's okay. I only flanked once. What part broke? Oh, it's his back piece. His little front-facing back horns. Might as well get another wall bang when we have the opportunity. I am desperate. I am desperate. I am determined. And I'm confused at this point, because I have Heartbreaker level 2. So I'm like, why? Why am I not getting the card? That's my real question. Alright. Classic. You gotta go in for the charge. And I don't know why I'm doing the jump right now, but charge and jump, sure. Look, there's a Cactuar here. Let's see if we can bait that out. Not to mention we got the Gajalaka. Shoot it, but no, of course, he's focused on other things. I think it does like maybe a few ticks of damage there. Yeah, get that other mount because we got the Palico, or we got the felines on the wall, which will give us a lot of time to do attacks. I have the perfect spot, and I'm missing the tail. Like, I shouldn't be going for the tail right now. I should be going for the head. And here I am, stuck on the tail. I guess it offends me in some way, and so I'm determined to cut it off. I don't know. Like, it destroys my ability to capitalize on any window of opportunity to try and do damage, but here I am insistent on it, which makes me wonder, maybe this thing can't be cut. But anyway, it's ready to get trapped, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I'll figure that out as I get more information on Glavenus in the Hunter's Notes. Let's see if we can wait for him to go to sleep, huh? He seems to be sniffing for me, so I throw out the smoke. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go to sleep. So, we'll switch gears. We'll throw down the shock trap first. I generally like throwing down a trank bomb before the shock trap, just because sometimes, because monsters can build an immunity to shock traps and pitfall traps, sometimes they get out of the trap before you can throw the second trank bomb down. So I like throwing the trank bomb down first, and then the trap. That tends to be a little bit more reliable, a little bit less room for things to go horribly wrong. But if they're not going to sleep, it's just safer to throw down a trap. Try to throw down a trap that they haven't been exposed too much on the hunt. Well, anyway, that covers it for this video. Next hunt, I don't have to use the shield spire, which is going to be really nice. I can have my cat use any piece of equipment I want. And thanks so much for watching. If you have any tips on Glavenus or on Lance, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next one, and make sure to drink your water, okay? Bye now.